I'm sitting today with Mario Arroyo Udar. He is the promotions manager for Café de Costa Rica, and today we're going to be talking about some of the programs and innovations and visions they have for moving the coffee of Costa Rica into the 21st century of coffee and specialty coffee. Greetings.
Thank you very much, Miles.
Thank you for
My
being
pleasure.
here. Tell us a bit about the vision that you have in Café de Costa Rica for the future of coffee, and a little bit about where it's come to get there.
Okay. First of all, we want to make what we call a commodity, an added value product for the final consumer as well for our clients in different markets. We set up a big work 5 years ago with three big questions on the very first beginning. What's ordinary for us, our system of cropping, of dealing with the whole coffee chain in Costa Rica, could be ordinary for us, but not for international markets. So we set up what's ordinary, make bullets on that, and make a little resume about that. Second big question was, what is the country, or how is the country where we produce coffee? And I'm telling you about politics, economics, environmental issues, social and economical issues. And of course, the big third question was, how can we match Café de Costa Rica with the country? By doing so, what we made was a model in which we have five big ACEs. The first one would be fairness, because our system was created by the law that guarantees that the producer will get 80% of the FOB price of the coffee sold abroad. Mm-hmm. Second big ACEs, it's our conditions. By that I mean our soils, our microclimates, our altitudes that bring along our quality to our coffee. Our expertise as well. We have more than 200 years producing coffee. In fact, you know that coffee was the very first way of living of the Costa Rican country. 100% experts in early 1800s was coffee.
That's amazing.
Amazing, huh?
Yeah.
The third big ACEs is what we are doing in the social dimension of the model, what we're doing in the economical dimension of the model, and what are we doing in the environmental dimension of the model. Putting the three questions I told you all together and answering them and promoting them as an added value for our brand. Mm-hmm. Trying to create a unique, sustainable model. That's our final goal. We believe that we are pushing hard on that, and we have set a lot of things that will lead to 100% on that unique, sustainable model. We have a path to go, but we keep on learning and having the expertise to keep on that track.
Well, Costa Rica has always been a leader in innovating ways to ensure that all levels of the supply chain are able to maximize their capability and their income. Now I'm starting to see that other Central American countries are beginning to run into the same obstacles you were running into maybe 20 years ago. Reduced labor force, increased cost, and some of the other issues with currency and things like that. Yeah. Is your model becoming something of a standard that other people are starting to use? The measurement at the receiving dock, the percentage for cooperatives, the maximum amount of money that they can make in that?
Well, I cannot speak
you can't, other countries.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing here is that we made up a model that was created by law almost 60 years ago. And that law, the main goal of that law is to protect the producer. And by doing that, we have standard fees on every shareholder of the coffee chain. And by that, we guarantee that an 80% will go straight to the producer. That's very important to get an 80%, or it's very important to get that 80%, because that obviously repercutes in social stability, economic stability of rural areas. We have what we could call, it's kind of a county, if you try to relate it to the United States. We have 80 counties in Costa Rica. We call it cantones.
Cantones, yeah.
69 of those cantones work with coffee. So could you imagine the big impact on economy of coffee in rural areas? That's amazing, and the model guarantees that the producer will get a right price, a fair price, and of course that repercutes again in the social, economical dimension of the coffee business for us.
This year you're also hosting ASSI, the, what is
That
it?
would be the Association of
Science.
Science.
Sorry.
It's a hard and long stands for. It will be the Association for Scientific Investigation on Coffee Science. That's what stands for ASIC. Yes, we're very honored to have ASIC in Costa Rica. It will be held in November 11th through 16th this year in San Jose. ASIC is a very well-known association, not-profit association that promotes investigations in different areas dealing exclusively with coffee. The different areas could run through chemistry, climate change, strictly on coffee, all the agronomy issues of coffee, and so on. So what would happen in Costa Rica is that the most annoying scientists will expose their works and final or their last investigations on different areas. And of course that will lead about approximately 400 very specialized scientists coming from all the world.
I know Andre Ely is
That's right.
is the president, I
That's
believe,
right.
this year of the association, and he is very excited about it because
Totally.
and he really wants to focus on sustainability of all the disciplines into supporting a global coffee sustainability program.
We believe that's the word for future of coffee, sustainability. We will need to create a win-win situation in which every shareholder would be on that basis. Everybody needs to win on coffee.
Yeah.
And of course, that's the unique way we could keep on in the business. We in Costa Rica, we have a very high cost for producing coffee. We have minimum wages that we pay for the pickers. We have minimum wages that we pay for the people that works on farms and so on. And those minimum wages, they're far, far away from what we have or we could see in other origin. So the thing here is that Costa Rica has lead a very sustainable model. We guarantee it by a law that's more than 60 years dealing with the coffee and guaranteeing that the producer will get the right price.
I suspect a lot of that explains the prosperity in the rural communities. Costa Rica is striking in how prosperous the rural communities are compared to other countries.
No, thanks, but we have a way to go, and we believe that we're doing things very good.
Mm-hmm.
There's always
Room for improvement, yes.
a chance to get things better, and that's basically the evolution of the business. You have to keep on that evolution to get benefit to the producers, to their families. We have more than 50,000 producers in Costa Rica. 93% of those 50,000 are small producers.
Less than 2 hectares, isn't it?
Less than 2 hectares.
Yeah.
So could you imagine the coffee business, or the meaning of the coffee business for these families? So we want to guarantee that they will keep on the business, and of course we want to guarantee that Café Costa Rica keeps on the quality as a commodity, but with a big history of added value behind that brand.
To justify the cost and to be able to get good value for the coffee, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And with the guarantee that the system, as the system is, it will get the price and will be delivered to the producer
I think that
on a full basis.
I think that Costa Rica can serve as a model for many people.
Well, I believe that we have been doing things well. It's more than 200 years of experience. Again, coffee was all in early 1800s.
If I remember correctly, it's because there's no mineral wealth. They had to figure out what to do with it.
That's right. And it's amazing because the first coffee plants that arrived, they arrived from Cuba as a big favor for the Costa Rican little government. Hey, try to do something with your little country.
Your little poor country that no one cares about.
Yes.
And look where you are.
From there, basically what happened is that coffee was planted in every corner of Costa Rica. In fact, in 1836, the president gave titles to people who grew coffee.
What would you like our readers to know about Costa Rica and Costa Rican coffee, and how would you like to impress upon them the quality?
Well, quality is a big thing that we have worked 20, 30 years ago, going from volume precisely to quality. We only produce 2,500,000 bags. So we bet on quality. We bet on quality 20, 30 years ago. And the thing here is that what I would like the most of CoffeeTalk readers is to search a little bit on what's behind the brand Café Costa Rica as a big basis of the brand. And again, that would be the 5 main axes I told you about. The fairness of the model, the 8 coffee regions, the social, economical, and environmental dimension. You can do that by visiting our website. We will be very glad to.
Or visiting Costa Rica, which is a beautiful place to go.
Anytime. It will be our pleasure.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.